Hare Krishna. Today is very special lecture. Today I am going to talk about the letter which was written by Bhagatsingh to his father. Actually, I am going to read this letter from this book, Why I Am an Atheist. Bhagat Singh here clearly mentioned we don't have to leave our principle in whatever circumstances, whatever situation would be. We just have to adhere with our principles, with our ideology. Actually, he wrote a letter when Bhagat Singh's father filed an application regarding to get a defense in the court of law in the Lahore conspiracy case. Bhagat Singh actually clearly denied in this letter, and this letter should be published. And I'm trying to compare, not compare. I'm trying to compare or trying to interpret what Lord Krishna stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita about ideology and about the principles in whatever circumstance situation come across. Here, first, let's get into this letter. The letter was written in Lahore jail on 4th October 1913. Here Bhagat Singh addressed his father, "My dear father, I was totally astonished to learn that you had submitted a petition to the member of special tribunal in the connection with my defense. You have submitted. You had submitted, my father, you had submitted a petition to the member of the special tribunal in the connection with my defense. This intelligence proved to be too severe a blow to be borne with equanimity, and it has upset the whole equilibrium of my mind. And actually you file an petition application or petition, this actually disbalance my mind, the equanimity of my mind. I'm not happy with your these applications. I have never asked to get any kind of defense in the court of law, in the tribunal. Here Bhagat Singh stated, Bhagat Singh, actually I will tell 2 to 3 sentences of this letter, means from this letter, by which try to understand what did Bhagat Singh feel at that time. Here Bhagat Singh clearly stated in his statement, my life is not so precious. Listen it very carefully what Bhagat Singh feel at that time, what Bhagat Singh felt at that time. My life is not so precious, at least to me. My life is not so precious, at least to me. Means when I compare my ideology and my life is not so precious then my principles, my ideology, my life, as you may probably think it to be. It is not at all worth buying at the cost of my principle. My life should not be bought at the cost of my principle, my ideology. I will never leave my ideology. This is what Bhagat Singh said. There are other comrades of mine whose case is as serious as that of mine. There are other comrades of mine. There are other comrades of mine. Chandrasekhar Azad means other comrades Sukhdev Thapar and Shivram Hari Rajguru. Other comrade of mine whose case is as serious as that of mine, and we had adopted a common policy, and we shall stand to at last. And no matter how dearly we have to pay individually for it, means I don't care how much I will have to pay individually, I don't care, but I will stand for at least last, till the last breath of my life. I will stand, I will adhere with my ideology. This is the stubbornness of Bhagat Singh. This is the enthusiasm, this is the spirit of Bhagat Singh. Actually, he clearly scolded his father. Why, without my consent, how dare you to file mercy petition? How dare you to file an application for my defense? Father, I am quite perplexed. I am quite perplexed. I fear I might overlook the ordinary principle of etiquette, and my language may become a little but harsh. My language may little but harsh. while criticizing or rather censoring this move on your part. Means whatever step you have taken, this is actually this is actually criticizable. This is actually censoring this move. This is actually censoring move. So means I'm only criticizing because I'm not happy with your this step. And let me be candid. I feel as though I have been stabbed at my back. Means I feel as though I have been stabbed at my back, and had any other person done it, and I would have considered it to be nothing short of treachery. आपने मेरी पीठ पे खंजर भोंका है बापू। आपने मर्सी पिटिशन कैसे मतलब आपने दाखिल कर दी, आपने एडमिट कैसे कर दी? मैंने तो कभी बोला नहीं था आपको, तो आपने कैसे मर्सी पिटिशन आपने एडमिट कर दी? But in your case, let me say that it has been a weakness of the worst type, the weakness of the worst type. I can't assume, and I have never seen this kind of weakness. And this was the time where everybody's metal was being tested. And let me say, Father, you have failed. My father, I'm saying that this is the time we just have to keep a patience. We have to show our courage. But you have failed to do so. I know you are as sincere, a patriotic as one can be. You are as sincere, a patriotic as one can be. I know you have devoted your life to the cause of India's independence, or to the cause of India's independence. But why, at this moment, have you displayed such a weakness? I can't understand. My father, I am not able to understand why this kind of weakness you have displayed. I am not able to understand, my father. This is stated by Bhagat Singh, and Bhagat Singh actually clearly stated, I would have not defended myself. I have never mentioned, and I have never publicized, because I am still not at all in favor of offering any defense. I am not in favor of offering any defense. I am not in favor of mercy petition. Even if the court had accepted that petition submitted by someone of my co-accused regarding to defense, I would have not defended myself. Even if Sukhdev Thapar and Shivram Hari Rajguru, if both submitted a mercy petition, but I will not submit any petition, any application for my defense. My application submitted the tribunal regarding my interview during the hunger strike were misinterpreted, and it was published in the press that I was going to offer defense. Though in the reality I was never willing to offer any defense. I was never willing to get any kind of mercy petition, to file any kind of mercy petition. I only want to I only want to kill, must die for my principle, for my ideology. I am not going to compromise with my principle. For worth of my principle, I am for the cost of my principle. I am not going to save or protect myself, protect my life. Here Bhagat Singh stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Madhava Madhusudan Mukunda Murari Kesava Janardana Govind Gopala Kesava Madhava Madhusudan Mukunda stated. What does Lord Krishna say in Srimad Bhagavad Gita? In order, wherever we are thinking about the welfare of the society, whenever we are thinking about the public welfare, our ideology should be the public society, the welfare of the society. We don't have to compromise. We don't have to bear social injustice. We have to raise our voice, even if we have to kill ourselves in the welfare of the society, in the happiness of the society, in the sake of dharma. We don't have to think about our self, our ideology. We don't have to give up our ideology. Wherever means when our ideology in the welfare of the society, whenever we are in dharma. So Bhagat Singh stated, if I die, then many Bhagat Singh will definitely stand with you. Many Bhagat Singh will definitely, this awam, this society will surely produce many Bhagat Singh, because my death will produce many Bhagat Singh, and this Bhagat Singh will definitely help you out to bring independence from the British Empire. This is what Bhagat Singh stated. So whenever we are fighting with injustice, whenever we are fighting with with adharma, we just have to think who we are and what is the objective of our life. And for the objective of our life, for the ideology of our life, ideology is nothing but objective of our life in the welfare of the society in at a Indian independence struggle. Bhagat Singh didn't leave his ideology even if he died for the nation. He actually would rather prefer to die for the nation than change or to leave his ideology. This is what Bhagat Singh stated, and this same thing actually stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita by Lord Krishna. We have to adhere with our own dharma. However, we are not performing well, but we don't have to adopt anybody's dharma. However, we can perform very well others' dharma. We don't have to perform others' dharma. We only have to perform our own dharma. This is what Krishna Vasudeva Madhusudan Mukunda Murari Kesava Janardana Govind Gopala Kesava Madhava Madhusudan Mukunda Murari Kesava Janardana. Here stated, Krishna directly stated, नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वां कर्म जाया ही अकर्मण शरीर यत्रपि च तेना परिसद्यते न तु अकर्मण. ये कृष्णा verse number 8 chapter number 3 कर्म योग. Krishna stated, perform your prescribed duty. Working is better than not working, and no one can maintain his or her physical body without performing his duty. No one can maintain his or her physical body without performing his duty. Lastly, the end of this letter, Bhagat Singh stated, I want that public should know all the details about these complications. Therefore, I request you to publish this letter in public domain. This letter should be published in public domain, because people must have to know. This is a complex situation. This is complication. I have never asked to get any kind of defense, any kind of mercy from the British Empire. I am ready to die for my ideology, for sake of my ideology, for my ideology, for my principles. I am not going to do any kind of compromise with my ideology, with my principle, for in order to protect myself, in order to save my life. I am not going to compromise. This is what Bhagat Singh stated. I hope you all can understand. This is the spirit of Bhagat Singh. This is the spirit of Shahid Azam. This is the spirit of the person who left his life in the welfare in the welfare of the society, in the welfare of all of us. So salute to Bhagat Singh, salute to his father, and salute to entire means all the people who supported him and his ideology. I would say Inqilab Zindabad, Inqilab Zindabad, Inqilab Zindabad. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Radhe.